This is Hidden Killers Week in Review.
A look back at the most prolific stories of the week. This is the Hidden Killers podcast with Tony Brueski.
Featuring retired FBI Special Agent Jennifer Coffindaffer.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard is now a free woman. If you've been following this case over the last 10 years, you're well aware of the absolute horrible horror story of a life that this young woman has led in her 32 years on this planet. Now, for the first time, really facing what freedom truly is. Lots of questions about how this is going to be handled, how she can integrate into life, and some of the decisions that have already been made out of her free will now that she is out of jail. To discuss, joining me, Jennifer Coffindaffer, retired FBI Special Agent. It's a heartbreaking story all around, but as you watch this and you watch some of her new commentary on social media, now finding some stardom there, I don't think any of us are surprised by that. Are you taking a pause at all, especially as a parent, maybe looking at this going, this could go bad really quick?
You know, I've really thought a lot about this case. I think as somebody who really advocates for victims, and in this case, it was appalling how she was treated. Am I trying to make some excuse for her actions? No. It was wrong what she did, getting an online boyfriend to viciously stab and murder her mother. But this is how I finally have come to some peace with it, Tony. She was charged. She was convicted in a plea deal, and she served the time allotted. Mm-hmm. In other words, she received 10 years. She was released early, and it all went through the normal judicial process. So in my mind, she has served her time, and served her time that the judiciary said she should serve. So I think she is and should be considered completely free, punished, and now able to live without that scrutiny anymore because she's had it. Mm-hmm. She's a convicted felon, and she served 8 years of her life. So having said that, I find it interesting because I am surprised at, as an example, 6 million people who are following her steps. And in other words, that support her. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of people that are standing behind her. And to me, it's a statement saying, listen, we are so opposed to child abuse. And for those who make it out alive, bravo. Yeah. We're behind you. Do I see it as a potential pitfall, Tony, in terms of will she be able to really handle the stardom and everything fresh out of jail? We'll see. Yeah. She's used to being in the limelight, don't forget. This isn't not new to her. It's just new in a different realm.
That's true. Navigating it is where I'm concerned, and I hope that she has some good guidance and good support and good people that are there for her, because I can imagine people are coming out of the woodwork with offers for her. Do this, do that. We want to hear your story this way. We want to hear it that way. And it is her story to tell. This is her life. I fully agree and support that she can be out there and do that. Just does she have the toolbox, I guess, to navigate it correctly without it going awry very fast? I think that's one of the scary things. An interesting point that I thought was made about her character is that the fact she never really tried to play the role of the victim. She's owned this the entire time. She's never went back and said, it wasn't my fault. Like, no, I did this. It was part of it. I admitted to it. I think that plays well for her character going forward.
I agree with you. I mean, I think all of us just are so willing to forgive when people raise their hand and they say, mea culpa, I did this. So many people just can never do that. Yeah. Even though they're convicted, the evidence is overwhelming. They always still say, well, it really wasn't me. I was the one manipulated, blah, 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 blah. So she's not doing that. But one thing that has sort of bothered me, and I'm hoping she'll come forward and give an interview to somebody or make this clear. I mean, we are looking at the fact that the person who committed the crime, that I think most of us can agree, likely would have never killed her mom,
Yeah.
would have never known who her mom was, is serving life without the possibility of parole. And I really do believe that's egregious. I think he should have gotten life with the possibility of parole. And I'm surprised we haven't heard that sort of sense of empathy, or her showing that empathy for what she really manipulated him to do.
Sick of the ads?
We are too.
Start listening with no commercials now and get access to all of our episodes in advance of everyone else.
Become a True Crime Today Premium Plus subscriber on Apple Podcasts.
Search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts or go to our podcast page and sign up now.
True Crime Today Premium Plus.
Sign up now.